Hello and welcome to Funky Fox Gaming. I'm back on Pyre today, and in the last episode we gained another new companion. It was a tiny little wagon imp, and I've totally forgotten his name. But he basically now, not very powerful, but he gives us a little flight ability. Tizo, that's his name. So he gives us flight abilities, so we can fly over some of the opposing team's auras, and he's got an implode ability. So rather than firing his aura outwards, he just explodes in a wide circle. So useful ability. I actually scored with him a few times. The Wandering Minstrel's back. Revealed himself to be like a liaison with our contact, and we are now headed towards our next rites journey. Come dawn, you find Hedwyn and Jadariel assessing their current situation with the minstrel. Are you most certain? Aye, madame. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it's necessary. Edwin motions to you as they continue talking. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flagging Hands. Let's get going. As soon as you're ready. The sooner we get there, the sooner we can leave. Alright, so I've only got the one option this time. The lone minstrel knows a relatively safe route than the Flagging Hands region. Relatively. That's like gassy and poisonous. Oh no, I get my option. I think. Oh, don't. Maybe it's just a discussion. The Flagging Hands region proves as dismal as Jadariel indicated. The air is thick and foul. How far to the pit of Millet? All the way across the marshlands on the coast. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Jadariel and Hedwyn exchange looks. Then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. Ooh, there's a shiny orb thing. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. For you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. You observe the shimmering crystal of some sort beside the Book of Rites. As you've summarized, the triumvirs you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal may help ensure you that you are well prepared in turn. It's a resource now at your disposal, to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it and you shall see what I mean. Let's take a closer look. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Ruki. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain a hold over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rites, but incorporeal. I sense that you are not a total idiot. Thank you, thank you. She reaches for the clasps on her mask. So, the Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please call me Sandra. Who's Sandra? She's a wraith. Expelled for eternity within the Beyonder Crystal. Okay. We met briefly before, when you first held the book, when you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished there, no doubt stroking their egos. You listened well enough to the damned voice. Now I suggest you listen well to me. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedoms happen to be intertwined with yours. I know the rights better than anyone. I can soon whip you into shape, if you but take the advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials. Sandra's series of special challenges custom tailored for each of your fellow exiles. To those friends of yours. If they can pass, it shall be worth their while, and yours. Secondly, my Beyonders and I avail ourselves for practice rites, should you be so inclined. Or you could always come chat and briefly free me from my eternity aboard. I think we'll do a scribe trial. No, actually, we'll ask her what's on her mind first. We'll be nice. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break from the monotony of staring into the void of within this space. Not that I could see if I tried. Oh, is she blind? She laughs at this, or maybe at herself. Certainly I could make talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we would all keep each other company. There's one problem there, however. We are all sick of one another. She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent, but there is certain truth in this. We've been stuck together long enough that we have grown more distant rather than more close. But I'd best not wear out my welcome with the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. So, carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you travel learn something, come bring them forth for me, and I shall see to it that they learn some more. Let's now do a scribe trial. Indeed. It looks as though one of those failures of yours is ready for a lesson in pain. Oh. So it is only Rookie that I can do it with. Fair enough. Sandra's taken quite an interest to Rookie. Prevail and earn a unique talisman. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Rookie. What? The loudmouth cur? Well, I suppose that he is ready, technically. Though, I have a litany of reservations about him. But let's bring him forth. Soon Rookie appears in the heat of the summons. Chum? Why are you looking at me like that? So what's this going to be then? Similar thing to what we did with the Howlers? Oh, one-on-one maybe. Alright, what's the big idea? Is some kind of trick you're playing, chum? The apparition of Sandra then appears and unfastens her mask. Yes, now, and listen well, Kerr. You answer to me here. What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rites. Let's see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades. Save for your lovely reader. I guess it's you and me then, huh, chum? Whenever you are. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh, I am now trapped. Ah! Oh, they're walls. I was wondering why I was getting stuck. Ah. Ah. Ooh. Got in there. And another one. Oh, 1 point. Now that I know these are walls and I'm getting stuck on them, it's a little bit easier. That's how we do it, right, chum? It is. And you acknowledge, likewise, you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my tests, Kerr. Congratulations are in order. Both to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. That Sandra gives me the shakes. You know what I mean, chum? Hey, what's that you got? I received Jameer's Bang for completing Rookie's trial. And what does that do? After Rookie casts his aura, it lingers longer. Go on then. There's no point giving it to Jadariel because I don't really use it for attack, so we'll give it to Tizo. That'll do. Alright, let's continue our journey. You find everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just from being in flagging hands eats away at one's spirit. Only the imp Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost -1 hope. Ooh. A moment, reader? There are several courses we may take through the flagging hands. If you choose not to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion's spirit shall likely suffer more. So, the Fallowfield south route through Flagging Hands crosses diseased and wilted plants. The lone minstrel says you can improve a talisman if you take a job here. Middle route, Headwind suggests taking this faster route to reduce your companion's loss of hope. While the cold route, the lone minstrel says you can get a valuable item if you take a job here. Let's go to the cold route. north route through Flagging Hands is dismal beyond reckoning. There is little talk among your group, yet you sense despair encroaching. Only Tizo seems unaffected. So I'm going to be using Tizo, aren't I? Later you accompany the lone minstrel in pursuit of his task here. Speak not directly to the living shade, and be true to your heart when responding to its inquiries. And make no attempt to look it in the eye. The lone minstrel offers these and other words of advice as you approach the burial mounds of Cold Moat, where many of the exiles of Downside see their final days. The glimmer of a shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. You barely see it, and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing your heart and mind. According to the shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. The shade leaves you to your work. You turn through the book, locating passages concerning freedom in the spirit. You recite such words that seem best fit for each of the fallen you see. It's draining work. The shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollowed stump, then fades away. I've got a knock shroom. It's only worth 50. By the time you reach the pit of Millith, everyone besides the imp Tizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. I've got another -1, so I've lost map 3. You sense your Dariel's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something, now that you're here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? You consider the question. You've never before met someone like her. But do you know something of what happens to those who remain in the Downside for many years? You tell her, although you do not know each other well, you do not fear her, and on the contrary feel safer in her presence. Truly. In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet, if you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. She walks away. You'll feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. She gains +1 hope. Oh, I got a hope back at least. Let's have a look at the book. It was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while the rope caller stood by, awaiting such time as he could to rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's saviour. His first charge was to organise and search for the missing Soliam Mur. Warriors, pathfinders and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Right, let's see what we can snag. Oh, hey you guys, you know, this place, a lot of folks, but not a lot of customers. Know what I mean? Let's have a look around. I've got 72. Ah, so Stardust is quite cheap. start of a right, the bearer's Pyre gains 7. When carrying the orb, the bearer moves faster than usual, but I don't have enough for that. After banishing the adversary, the bearer gains 1 gold. Grants the bearer 2 hope. Or 2 presence. I think I might go for the hope and give that to Dariel. Do that. I know you're going to like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woohoo, you know what I mean? And if you want some more, now I just know the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning, yeah? Just stop on by some other time. Okay, I think that's good. So I've seen you guys. Right, let's quickly divvy this up. I'll give her +2 hope, and why not? Let's commence the rite. As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging in over the pit of Myth. Then, Tizo seems to be very concerned by something in the vicinity. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, is Tizo alright? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence. Everyone, take cover. Jadariel makes quick note of several hiding places amongst the nearby crags and rotted husks. You wait. Something about the place dampens your senses. All you feel is creeping dread. Oh. Then, from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in raiments. The shape stops, slowly. Its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Wise of you to hide yourselves from us, little nightwings. You trespass on the resting place of the astral born. We shall see when ye stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. Sounds reptilian, maybe sneaky. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog crone. Serpentine creatures native to the Commonwealth southern bogs, widely feared. Indeed. That was witch Udmilde of the Withdrawn. Tizo makes clear that he has no love for Udmilde. Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, with her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll check what chances we can get in all of this, everyone. It's time. So, I'm going to go for Jalariel and Tizo. But then I don't know who's my third.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way
Thinking
to the
maybe
detestable
Ruki.
pit of Millith. In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
The crone Udmilde Seize your companions gathered by their pyre. A little flame in this that shall never warm ye here, much less survive the night. Hear us, Islak. Make the night wings suffer. Ruki trots forward from your ranks. Listen here, you old bag. You don't scare any of us one bit. You are your buddy Islak. Now, we doing this or what? The question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. Does not seem to have drawn Udmild's attention, however. Ruka begins to squirm a bit. Then, Udmilda moves her slender fingers to her mask. Yeah. Foolish. Islak shall grow, Islak shall grow, Islak shall grow. He shall consume ye, ere your little flame has died. That we shall ensure. Udmilda slides off toward her followers. Ruki remains motionless for a time. Whoops.
Now we shall get started.
Okay. I've buffed hair back up, so we need hair in there. So what do we have over here? So we're 2 savages. She's quite slow. But when she scores, she does quite a lot. Presence is quite high. Okay, let's move back. So I definitely want Tizo.
Tizo.
Let's go Ruki, since I've just upgraded him as well.
Ow.
Eh, you don't suppose that chrome's got it out for me, do you? No matter where you go, Islak shall find you and devour you.
Begin. A banishment. A flame is stricken. Banishment.
Oh no.
Bask in the purifying flame. The orb.
Ah, damn it.
Resplendent. Engulfed within the orb.
Ah. Oh, got a double hit.
Oh.
Damn it.
What foul for the night wings?
Oh, ran straight into that one.
There. Ooh. The flames of freedom.
Snuck in there. The lifeblood of Islak, it flows within this lair and beneath this world. Its lifeblood shall engulf ye in such blackness and despair. Oh.
The witch invokes a profane name, Oh. Ooh. United in banishment.
Frustrating.
Glorious. There. Their flame has
Snuck in
died
there.
a little.
Oh.
Nightwing's banished.
Damn it.
Now there's a proper dousing.
It's literally on top of it there as well.
All banished. Glorious.
Just need one more goal.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
Oh.
Positively brutish.
Come on.
Shall it be asked?
I need Rookie back.
Well cast.
Oh. Oh, I can't get this last goal.
A stroke of luck is all. All three Nightwings.
Oh no.
Their aim was true, and thus your pyre wanes. Oh, you poor thing. Poor Joe Dario.
No. In you go.
And it is done.
That's what I've been trying to do for
The
ages.
Nightwings once again prevail. A rite conducted with aplomb. The rite is done.
It would seem our adversaries failed to unnerve us. Tizo praises everyone's courage against Udmilde and the Withdrawn. See? Those bog dwellers are just a bunch of hissy talk. Islak, we have failed thee. Thee shall be repaid in blood. As for ye, fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Ooh, level up. Focus training, prowess, the path towards survival of the blood border. These rites shall make similar demands of us. Aye, good, you can go down both routes. So, for 7 seconds after saluting adversaries, Jadariel deals an additional 10 pyre damage. Okay, or when landing from a jump, Jadariel briefly stuns nearby adversaries, making them drop the orb. Or, after banishing an adversary, Jadariel instantly recovers all their stamina. Going that one. Rookie, no level up. Oh, does she not level up? She must have been really close.
Until the next rite.
Having vanquished the Withdrawn in a solid performance, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the Black Wagon. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough Udmildhild's, I can't say her name often enough, hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody, yeah, thanks, I'm good. The Reader and the stars will point the way, as ever. It's just, so far we've kept on going north. If that's the case again this time, the Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here for untold leagues. Could not tell you when the last vessel dared to sail those waters. Tizo asserts himself during the conversation. What's the matter, little one? Tizo's trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. You excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark of the night. You find Faye and the lone minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it's not as simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Faye. We shall see what the Reader has to say, but this is his charge. And here he is, in fact. Thank you for fetching him, Tizo. Tizo's happy to oblige the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Down here, well, look. Is it? No. Over here? No, been there. This one? Where is it? Where am I supposed to go? Oh! Stretches out further than I thought. The rites beckon you still further north, toward the middle of the Sea of Solace. That's not good. You're joking, right, chump? Does the Reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go ride out into the water. Pardon my interruption, though. Perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bear Truths. A small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. Okay. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Hedwin's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move out as soon as possible. Okay, I think now is a really good time to stop. We had like a little training thing, and we did another race, and it was quite a difficult race actually. Especially when the little pools came. But if you enjoyed this episode of Pyre, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitch, which is linked in the description below. But for now, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.